Did you know that 27% of women in their 20s actively seek relationships with men who are 10 or more years older? That's not a typo. Over a quarter of young women are looking for someone like you. Surprised? You should be. But by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why and how to use it to your advantage. Listen up, because what I'm about to share will change the way you see yourself and your dating prospects. We're going to uncover the hidden truths about why these young women are drawn to older men like moths to a flame. It's not just about money or daddy issues. It's far more intriguing than that. By the time we're done, you'll have the keys to unlock a whole new world of dating possibilities. Think about it. Armed with this knowledge, you could become irresistible to women half your age. Ready to discover your hidden advantage? Let's dive in. Let's talk about something everyone needs, but most people are missing: confidence. You see, it's not just about how many candles are on your birthday cake. It's about the fire in your eyes, the assurance in your stride. Scientific studies have shown that younger women perceive older men as more confident and assertive. But why is that? Think about it. You've weathered storms, climbed mountains, faced down challenges that would make younger men quake in their boots. That experience, that hard-won wisdom, it shows. It's in the way you carry yourself, the way you speak, the way you look at the world. And let me tell you, young women notice, but here's the kicker. Confidence isn't just some magical aura that appears when you hit 40. It's a skill, one that you can hone and sharpen like a fine blade. And I'm going to show you how. And there is even more for you to come. Hit subscribe so you won't miss out. Let's start with something simple yet powerful: eye contact. Did you know that maintaining eye contact for just 3 seconds can convey confidence and create excitement in younger women? It's true. Those 3 seconds can feel like an eternity, a silent conversation that speaks volumes. Now, I want you to try something. Next time you're out, whether it's at a coffee shop, a bar, or just walking down the street, make eye contact with someone. Hold it for those 3 seconds. Feel the tension, the anticipation building. That's the power of confidence in action. But remember, this isn't about staring someone down or making them uncomfortable. It's about projecting assurance, showing that you're comfortable in your own skin. It's a delicate balance, but with practice, you'll master it. And here's where it gets really interesting. As you practice this, you'll start to notice changes, not just in how others perceive you, but in how you see yourself. That confidence will start to seep into other areas of your life. You'll stand taller, speak more clearly, make decisions with more certainty. Think about the most confident person you know. Chances are they've had their fair share of failures and setbacks. But what sets them apart is how they handle those challenges. They see them as opportunities to grow, to learn, to become better. And that's exactly what you're doing right now. By working on your confidence, you're not just making yourself more attractive to younger women. You're improving every aspect of your life. You're becoming the best version of yourself. And let me tell you, there's nothing more attractive than a man who's constantly growing, constantly evolving. So, next time you catch a younger woman's eye, remember this. She's not just seeing your age. She's seeing the confidence that comes with experience, the assurance that comes with knowing who you are and what you want. She's seeing a man who's comfortable in his own skin, who carries himself with dignity and pride. And here's the best part. This is just the beginning. We've only scratched the surface of what makes older men so irresistible to younger women. There's so much more to explore, so many more secrets to uncover. Now let's talk about something that might surprise you: maturity. You're probably thinking, of course I'm mature. I've got years of experience under my belt. But hold on a second. Maturity isn't just about the number of candles on your birthday cake. It's about how you handle life's curveballs. You see, younger women aren't just looking for an older face. They're searching for emotional maturity. That's where you have a real edge. Think about all the relationships you've navigated, the conflicts you've resolved, the tough decisions you've made. That's the kind of experience that allows for deeper connections. Imagine this. You're on a date with a gorgeous 20-something. She's talking about a fight with her best friend. Now, a younger guy might jump in with advice or try to fix the problem. But you know better. You listen. You empathize. You ask thoughtful questions. That's emotional maturity in action. And let me tell you, it's magnetic to younger women. But here's where it gets really interesting. There's this theory called the father complex. Now, don't roll your eyes just yet. It's not what you think. Research shows that about 75% of women in relationships with older men aren't looking for a father figure at all. They're attracted to the emotional stability and maturity these men offer. Think about it. You're not her dad. You're the man who can provide the security and understanding she craves. You're the steady hand when life gets choppy, the voice of reason when emotions run high. That's incredibly attractive to a younger woman who's still finding her footing in the world. Now, I want you to do something. Take a moment and reflect on your own emotional maturity. How do you handle stress, conflict, disappointment? Because here's the truth. It's not about acting mature. It's about being mature. And that comes across in every interaction, every decision, every response. You might be wondering, how can I show this emotional maturity? Well, it's simpler than you think. It's about how you handle situations. Next time you're in a conversation, try this. Instead of rushing to offer solutions or opinions, pause, listen, then respond with understanding. Say something like, "That sounds challenging. How are you feeling about it?" This simple technique shows emotional intelligence and creates a safe space for her to express herself. Remember, younger women are drawn to older men who can navigate complex emotional landscapes with ease. Your life experience has given you this skill. Use it. Show her that you're not just older, you're wiser. You're not just more experienced, you're more understanding. But here's the kicker. This isn't just about attracting younger women. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. It's about using your years to your advantage, not just in dating, but in all aspects of life, in which the next topics will help you even more. Every challenge you've faced, every obstacle you've overcome, they've all contributed to your emotional maturity. And that, my friend, is your secret weapon. Now, you might be thinking that being older means you have to be serious all the time. After all, you've got responsibilities, a career, maybe even a few gray hairs. But let me tell you a secret. Being playful is your hidden superpower. You see, younger women aren't looking for another stern father figure. They're drawn to men who can make them laugh, who can turn an ordinary moment into something memorable. That's where you come in. Think about it. You've got years of stories, experiences, and witty comebacks up your sleeve. Use them. A well-timed joke or a playful comment can light up a young woman's face faster than you can say, "Age is just a number." I'm not talking about telling dad jokes or trying to act like a teenager. It's about finding that sweet spot between maturity and mischief. It's about showing her that you're confident enough to let loose and have fun. One powerful tool in your arsenal is playful teasing. Giving her a nickname based on something she's said or done can create an instant connection. Maybe she mentioned she's always late, so you start calling her clockwork. Or she's obsessed with her phone, so she becomes gadget girl. These little touches show you're paying attention and that you're not afraid to be a bit cheeky. But here's where many men go wrong. They think being playful means always agreeing with everything she says. Wrong move, my friend. Expressing differing opinions, when done right, can actually make you more attractive. It shows you have your own mind, your own views. You're not just some yes man trying to win her approval. Imagine you're on a date and she says she loves a movie you thought was terrible. Instead of nodding along, you could say something like, "Really? I thought it was about as exciting as watching paint dry. But maybe you saw something I missed. What did you love about it?" This opens up a fun debate, shows you're confident in your opinions, and gives her a chance to share her perspective. "I know what you're thinking, but what if I go too far? What if I come across as immature?" It's a valid concern. There's a fine line between playful and childish, and it's crucial to stay on the right side of it. The key is to keep it light, keep it relevant, and always be ready to dial it back if she's not responding well. Remember, you're not trying to be the class clown. You're aiming for charming and witty, not silly and over the top. Here's a technique you can use right away to create those memorable interactions: the exaggerated judgment. Next time you're chatting with a younger woman, playfully exaggerate your reaction to something she says or does. If she mentions she's a picky eater, you could gasp dramatically and say, "Oh no, I bet you're one of those people who picks all the pineapple off their pizza, aren't you?" It's a fun way to engage her, make her laugh, and show that you're not taking yourself too seriously. But remember, this isn't about putting on an act. It's about letting your natural charm and humor shine through. You've spent years developing your wit and personality. Now's the time to let them take center stage. By balancing your maturity with a dash of playfulness, you're offering something truly unique. You're not just another guy trying to impress her with his job or his car. You're someone who can make her laugh, challenge her thoughts, and keep her on her toes. But this is nothing compared to the next wisdom. Now let's talk about something that might make you a bit uncomfortable at first: physical touch. I know. You're probably thinking, isn't that a bit risky? But hear me out. This could be the game changer you've been looking for. You see, touch is a powerful tool in attraction. It's primal, it's instinctive, and when done right, it can create an instant connection. But here's the kicker. A whopping 95% of men avoid initiating any physical touch because they're worried about coming across as creepy or inappropriate. That's a lot of missed opportunities. I get it. In today's world, you want to be respectful. You don't want to overstep any boundaries. But what if I told you that by avoiding touch altogether, you're actually missing out on a crucial element of attraction? Think about it. When was the last time you made a meaningful connection without any physical contact? It's hard, isn't it? That's because touch is a fundamental human need. It releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone, which helps create trust and connection. But here's where it gets tricky. There's a fine line between welcome touch and unwelcome advance. Cross that line, and you could end up in hot water. Stay too far away from it, and you might as well be invisible. So, what's the solution? It's all about mastering the art of appropriate touch. I'm not talking about anything overtly sexual here. I'm talking about small, casual gestures that can make a big impact. Let's start with something simple: the handshake. Yes, it might seem old-fashioned, but a firm, confident handshake can speak volumes. It's a safe, socially acceptable form of touch that can set the tone for your entire interaction. But don't stop there. As you build rapport, you can move on to light touches on the arm during moments of agreement or laughter. These brief, casual contacts can help break down barriers and create a sense of familiarity. Now, I know what you're thinking. What if she's not interested? What if I misread the signals? That's where body language comes in. Pay attention to how she responds. If she seems comfortable, if she reciprocates with her own light touches, that's a good sign. If she pulls away or seems uncomfortable, respect that and back off. Remember, consent is key. You're not trying to force anything here. You're simply opening the door to a more intimate connection. If she walks through, great. If not, you've lost nothing. Here's a technique you can try right away. Next time you're chatting with a younger woman and she says something you agree with, try this. Lean in slightly, make brief eye contact, and lightly touch her forearm as you say, "You know, that's a great point." It's quick, it's natural, and it can create a moment of connection. But here's the real secret. It's not just about the touch itself, it's about the confidence it takes to initiate that touch. By being comfortable with physical contact, you're showing her that you're comfortable in your own skin. You're demonstrating that you're not afraid of intimacy, that you're capable of creating those small, special moments. And let me tell you, that kind of confidence is incredibly attractive to younger women. They're looking for men who can take the lead, who can create those sparks of excitement. By mastering the art of appropriate touch, you're setting yourself apart from the crowd. Before we jump into the most crucial topics, remember, this isn't about being pushy or aggressive. It's about being attuned to the moment, reading the signals, and responding appropriately. It's about creating an atmosphere of trust and comfort where attraction can naturally flourish. Now let's talk about something that's often overlooked but incredibly powerful in attracting younger women: engaging conversations. You might be thinking, "Sure, I can talk. What's the big deal?" But trust me, this is where your age becomes your secret weapon. You see, as an older man, you've got a wealth of life experience and knowledge that younger guys simply can't match. Every story you tell, every insight you share, it's like opening a treasure chest of fascinating information for her. And younger women, they're drawn to that like moths to a flame. Think about it. You've traveled more, read more, experienced more. You've navigated career challenges, personal growth, and life's ups and downs. All of this gives you a unique perspective that can make your conversations truly captivating. But here's the kicker. It's not just about what you say. It's about how you say it. Taking the lead in conversations demonstrates confidence and masculinity. It shows her that you're comfortable in your own skin, that you can guide the interaction without being overbearing. And let me tell you, that's incredibly attractive to younger women. Imagine you're on a date. Instead of asking the standard, "What do you do?" try something like, "What's the most exciting project you're working on right now?" See the difference? You're not just making small talk. You're inviting her to share something she's passionate about. And then you can relate it to your own experiences, creating a real connection. Now, I know what you're thinking. What if I run out of things to say? What if I bore her? Don't worry, I've got you covered. But first, let's talk about some common conversation pitfalls you need to avoid. One big mistake is dominating the conversation. Yes, you've got lots of interesting stories, but remember, a good conversation is like a dance. You lead, but you also need to let her shine. Ask questions, show genuine interest in her responses, and build on what she says. Another trap is name-dropping or bragging. Sure, you've accomplished a lot, but constantly talking about your success can come across as insecure. Instead, let your achievements come up naturally in conversation. Trust me, she'll be more impressed by your humility than by a list of your accolades. Also, avoid talking about exes or past relationships too much. It's fine to mention them if relevant, but dwelling on past romances can make her feel like she's competing with ghosts. Keep the focus on the present and the future. Now here's the mini payoff I promised, a foolproof conversation starter that leverages your experience to captivate her interest. I call it the time machine question. It goes like this. If you could travel back in time and give your younger self one piece of advice, what would it be? This question is golden for several reasons. First, it's unexpected and thought-provoking. It immediately sets your conversation apart from the usual small talk. Second, it allows her to share something personal, giving you insight into her values and experiences. And third, it opens the door for you to share your own wisdom in a natural, non-preachy way. After she answers, you can share your own response. Maybe you'd tell your younger self to take more risks, to travel more, or to worry less about what others think? Whatever your answer, it gives her a glimpse into your journey, your growth, and the wisdom you've gained over the years. But here's the real magic. This question often leads to deeper, more meaningful conversations. You might find yourselves discussing life goals, personal growth, or lessons learned from past mistakes. And these are the kinds of conversations that create real connections, that make her see you as more than just an older guy, but as someone truly intriguing and worth getting to know better. I have left the best reason for the last. Before we delve into that, remember, the key to great conversation isn't just about having interesting things to say. It's about creating an exchange where both of you feel heard, understood, and engaged. It's about showing genuine interest in her thoughts and experiences, while also sharing your own unique perspective. Now let's talk about something that might surprise you: stability. I know what you're thinking. Stability? That sounds boring. But hear me out. This isn't about being predictable or dull. It's about offering something that younger men simply can't. You see, financial stability and an established career aren't just about having money in the bank. They represent security, reliability, and a certain level of success. And let me tell you, younger women find that incredibly attractive. Think about it. While her peers are still figuring out their lives, struggling with entry-level jobs and student loans, you've already weathered those storms. You've built a life for yourself. You've got a home, a career, maybe even some investments. That stability is like a beacon in the chaos of youth. But it's not just about the material things. It's about the peace of mind that comes with them. When a younger woman looks at you, she sees someone who can offer her a sense of security in an uncertain world. Someone who's got their act together. And that, my friend, is incredibly appealing. Now, you might be worried. Am I just a walking wallet to her? Let me put your mind at ease. Studies show that many younger women prefer older men because they feel more secure and valued in such relationships, not because they're after a sugar daddy. Think about the last time you felt truly secure in your life. Remember that sense of calm, that feeling that everything was going to be okay? That's what you're offering. And in a world that often feels like it's spinning out of control, that's priceless. But here's where it gets really interesting. This stability ties directly into younger women's desires for long-term relationships. They're not just looking for a fling. They're looking for someone they can build a future with. Someone who's ready for commitment, who's got the maturity and resources to support a real partnership. And let's not forget about feeling desirable. When a younger woman is with you, she knows she's been chosen by someone who's seen it all, who's got options. You're not with her because you can't do any better. You're with her because you genuinely want to be. That's a powerful feeling. Now, I can almost hear you worrying, but what if she's only interested in me for my stability? It's a valid concern. No one wants to feel like they're being used. But here's the thing. If you're doing this right, your stability is just one part of your overall appeal. Remember all those other qualities we've talked about. Your confidence, your emotional maturity, your playfulness, your conversation skills. They all work together with your stability to create an irresistible package. You're not just offering financial security. You're offering emotional security, intellectual stimulation, and genuine connection. So how do you show off your stability without coming across as a show-off? It's all about subtle cues. You don't need to flash your bank statement or brag about your job title. Instead, let your stability shine through in your actions and choices. Take her to nice restaurants, but don't make a big deal about the price. Dress well, but in a way that's stylish rather than flashy. Talk about your work and your goals, but focus on your passion rather than your paycheck. Plan dates that show thought and effort, not just money spent. The key is to demonstrate that you have the means to enjoy life and build a future without making it the center of your identity. Your stability should feel like a natural extension of who you are, not a selling point. And here's where it all comes together. Your stability, combined with all your other qualities, creates a package that younger women find irresistible. You're offering the excitement of a new relationship, the wisdom of experience, and the security of a stable future. You're the best of all worlds. Well now, let's put it all together. Your confidence, emotional maturity, playfulness, touch, conversation skills, and stability. These aren't just random traits. They're your secret weapons in the dating world. Each one builds on the others, creating an irresistible package that younger women can't resist. Don't forget to show some love by smashing the like button. You see, your age isn't a drawback. It's your greatest asset. You've lived, you've learned, and now you're ready to leverage that experience. Think about it. You're offering something unique, something those younger guys just can't match. So here's what I want you to do. Take these insights and put them into action. Start seeing yourself through new eyes. You're not just an older man, you're a catch, a rare find in the dating pool.